The Roman historian Tacitus once wrote, "Britain was viewed as a land of mystery and conquest, but for Rome, Britain was more than a distant island, it was a prize worth bleeding for." 43 AD, as waves crashed against the southern shores of Britain, thousands of Roman soldiers stepped onto the island under the command of Emperor Claudius. For the tribes of Britain, this was not just another raid, it was the beginning of an invasion that would change their world forever. At the time, Britain was divided among powerful Celtic tribes. Some traded with Rome peacefully, while others prepared for war. But none had ever faced the full power of the Roman Empire, and Rome came prepared. Legions marched with unmatched discipline. Engineers built roads, forts, and bridges with terrifying speed. Wherever the Romans advanced, organized resistance slowly collapsed before them. One by one, tribes were defeated. Roman forts spread across the island like iron chains. Cities began rising where forests and tribal lands once stood. Then came Londinium. What started as a small settlement beside the River Thames quickly transformed into a growing Roman city filled with merchants, soldiers, and temples. Britain was changing, but not everyone accepted Roman rule. In 60 AD, a warrior queen named Boudica led one of the most dangerous rebellions Rome had ever faced. Entire Roman settlements burned as thousands joined her uprising. For a moment, Rome nearly lost Britain, but the empire struck back with brutal force. Boudica's rebellion was crushed, and Roman control tightened across the island once more. Soon, massive roads connected distant regions. Roman baths, villas, and arenas appeared across Britain. Trade flourished. Wealth flowed into the province. To many, it seemed Rome would rule Britain forever, but beyond the northern frontiers, new enemies were already watching. Because Rome had conquered Britain, now it had to survive it. By the 2nd century AD, Roman Britain had become one of the empire's richest provinces, but peace in Britain never lasted long. As Roman cities expanded, danger continued growing beyond the northern borders. The tribes of Caledonia, in modern Scotland, refused to submit to Rome. Roman armies marched north again and again, but the rugged terrain and fierce resistance made conquest nearly impossible. Then Emperor Hadrian made a decision that would define Roman Britain forever. A giant wall, stretching across northern Britain. Hadrian's Wall became one of Rome's greatest engineering achievements. Forts, watchtowers, and thousands of soldiers guarded the frontier day and night. The wall was more than defense, it was a symbol of Roman power. South of the wall, Roman Britain prospered. Londinium grew into a busy city filled with markets, temples, and stone buildings. Roman roads connected towns across the province, allowing armies and merchants to travel quickly, but beneath the surface, trouble was growing. Heavy taxes angered local tribes. Corruption spread among officials. And far away in Europe, the Roman Empire itself was beginning to weaken. Then new enemies appeared. Saxon pirates attacked Britain's coasts. Northern tribes launched raids across the borders. Roman soldiers were forced into constant warfare just to hold the province together. And as chaos spread across the empire, Britain slowly became isolated. Roman emperors fought civil wars, generals battled for power, and distant provinces were left to survive alone. The mighty empire that once seemed unstoppable was beginning to crack, and soon, Rome would face a decision that changed Britain forever. For nearly 4 centuries, Rome ruled Britain, then suddenly, the empire vanished. By the early 5th century, Rome was collapsing under endless invasions, economic crisis, and civil war. Barbarian tribes crossed imperial borders from every direction. The empire no longer had enough soldiers to protect distant Britain. In 410 AD, Emperor Honorius reportedly sent a message to Britain's cities: "Defend yourselves." After centuries of Roman rule, Britain was abandoned. Roman legions withdrew from the island, leaving behind forts, roads, villas, and cities that slowly fell into decay. Without Roman protection, chaos spread quickly. Raids increased across the coasts. Local warlords fought for control. Trade routes collapsed, and many Roman towns began emptying. Londinium itself slowly declined. The once powerful province that had symbolized Roman strength now struggled to survive alone. Yet Rome's influence never fully disappeared. Roman roads continued shaping Britain for centuries. Ancient walls and forts still stood across the landscape. Even after the empire vanished, its culture, language, and engineering left permanent marks on Britain's history, but a new age was beginning. As Roman power faded, Saxon migrations increased across the island. Small kingdoms emerged from the ruins of Roman Britain. The world of emperors and legions was over, and the age of medieval Britain was about to begin. Because empires do not disappear in a single moment, they fade slowly, until only ruins remain.